Yeah, you saw the title of this video. Yeah, I read all of Nukitashi, so you don't have to. Um, it was, to say the least, quite the experience. It was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a more just perverted story. By all means, I'm not saying it's not a very erotica manga. It is. There's quite a lot of scenes that will make the public go like, oh my god. But while reading, I really thought, there was quite a lot of things that were discussed, and like the characters like were kind of pretty good, I guess. Um, by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Kyo. I am a reactor, and this is my first video of this kind. I do want to make this form of content, just like small videos about manga that I read here and there, just to maybe find some hidden gems. And well, of course, this is not a hidden gem. We all saw that first episode. That was wild, to say the least. Um, but yeah, if I was to start with something, it would be the setting. Now, the setting is crazy. Uh, there's a sister and a brother that go back to an island where they used to live before, and the island is basically the anything you knew about this world here. It's flipped over in the perverted sense. Everything is allowed, like all that weird stuff. And well, the male lead, well, he's a little different from the rest. He wants to overthrow that those politics, those laws that have been imposed on those people, and they basically seem to have been brainwashed by the government and everything. And well, the story tells a very interesting story. There's a lot of elements about like sex trafficking, all those things, the meaning of true love. Like, by the way, that's what the main character believes in: true love, sex. With true love. Putting the main character aside, the rest of the cast is a pretty interesting bunch. All of the people that will be on our main character side all have their own reasons of not wanting to abide by the island's rules. Either it be for a silly reason like, oh, I don't want them to see my fat belly while having intercourse, or just oh, I'm just different, like Katagragi Nanase, like right here. She's just a normal girl. And if we're speaking about the sister, well, she only wanted her brother, so that's something. And also, she is also a raging lesbian, so keep that in mind. Um, and then there's also some other people like Watarai Hinami, which is just a small girl. Small girl, she doesn't really have those type of like. People always assume it's like a little joke they have. People always assume she's way too young to be having, because there's still an age, of course, in the laws, and people always assume that she is way younger. So no one ever has, you know what, with her. So yeah, there's that, and then there's the main girl, which has that complex about her belly, and she doesn't want to be seen. So is that. And well, the main character has another reason that I'm not going to speak about here, but if you want to know, you can read it. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Now, I read all of it, all the manga. I don't know how well it follows the visual novels, or like all those like the main, like the source work. But all I can say, it's a pretty short story, about 32 chapters. You can read this in one night if you want. It's a wild ride. You can read this really fast, and you're gonna have fun. Some people might even forget to jork it. That's how good it was, man. Um, but yeah, um, do I recommend this? If you're a normal person, no. If you're like me and watch whatever is thrown to your face, yes. This is going to be a big part of anime culture going forward. I would put it like maybe not on the same category as a redo of Hila, but it's up there, you know. But yeah, that's all for today. Small content video format. If you like the video, subscribe, leave a like, and maybe say hi in the comments. And well, I'll see you next time.